You're 42, you've been lifting for years, you warm up consistency, you've read the articles, you even bought the fancy belt. So why does bending over to pick up your kid's toy feel more dangerous than deadlifting 200 kilos? Here's what no one's telling you. You're not broken, you're not getting old, and you're not weak. The problem isn't your spine, it's the 5 exercises that everyone thinks are safe, but are secretly sabotaging your back. I'm about to show you exactly which moves are keeping you trapped in that cycle of good days and bad days, and the simple swaps that will have you training with confidence again. Some of this might surprise you. Listen, I've worked with over 300 people in their 30s, 40s and 50s who thought their lifting days were behind them. Corporate executives who used to squat twice their body weight but are now afraid of picking up groceries. Weekend warriors who've become weekend warriors. Here's what changed everything for them. Most back pain isn't about damage, it's about tolerance. Your MRI might show disc bulges, but so do pain-free 25-year-olds. Meanwhile, people with perfect scans can barely get out of bed some mornings. The real issue? We've been choosing exercises that are constantly poke an already irritated system. The good news? When you know what to avoid and what to do instead, your back can handle way more than you think. Just quick note, this is educational, not medical advice. So if you've got red flag symptoms or specific diagnosis, get cleared by your healthcare provider first. The wake up call moment. Picture this. It's Tuesday evening. You've crushed your pull-up workout. Your bent over rows felt strong. You even added more weight than last week. You're feeling like your old self again. Now fast forward to Wednesday morning. You reach for your coffee mug and wham! That familiar electric shot shooting down your leg. And now you're moving like you're made of glass, cancelling plans, and wondering if you should just give up lifting altogether. Does that sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck with this. After 8 years of watching strong, capable people shrink away from lifting weights that they used to dominate, I've learned the real culprit. It's not your spine, it's your exercise selection. Let me show you exactly what I mean. The 5 back-wrecking culprits and your new best friends. Traditional sit-ups and high-rep crunches. Remember being told to crunch away that belly fat? Well, here's the brutal truth. Every sit-up is like folding a credit card 50 times. Eventually, something's got to give. Traditional sit-ups repeatedly compress your spine into flexion, exactly the position that triggers most people's symptoms. Dr. Stuart McGill's research shows we get about 3,000 to 500,000 flexion cycles before tissue starts breaking down. So why waste them on sit-ups? Your new secret weapons: modified curl up, McGill style, side plank progressions, bird dog variations. These all build bulletproof core stability without beating up your discs. I've had clients go from unable to tie their shoes to deadlifting their body weight using just these 3 exercises. How to nail them? Think gentle corset, not crushing vice. Breathe behind a light brace. Quality over quantity always. Heavy bent over barbell rows. Why these are a trap? This one hurts because bent over rows are incredible for building a thick, powerful back. But here's what they don't tell you. Lab studies show bent over rows create the highest spinal loads of any other rowing exercise. So when you're hunched over holding 60, 70 kilos, your lower back is working overtime just to keep you from folding in half. For someone whose back is already on edge, it's like throwing petrol on a fire. So your new go-to is chest supported rows, which is a game changer. Single arm cable rows, inverted rows with your feet elevated. You'll still build that V taper, but your spine will actually thank you for it. And here's a pro tip. Set your ribs down first and then pull with your lats. Your lower back should feel stable and not strained. Traditional deadlifts from the floor. During flare-ups, why timing matters. Deadlifts aren't evil. They're actually one of the best exercises for long-term back health. But attempting them from the floor when you're already irritated is like running a marathon with a twisted ankle. The bar path and forward lean of conventional deadlifts create massive shear forces right where you're already sensitive. Research shows that trap bar deadlifts reduce peak lumbar loads by up to 10% while letting you lift more weight. So your strategic alternatives: trap bar deadlifts using high handles, rack pulls, or pulling from blocks at knee height, Romanian deadlifts with perfect form. The golden rule here is keeping your hips and chest rising together. So if your bum shoots up first, then you're not ready for that weight lift. Next, loaded back extensions when you're already angry. Why less can be more? Back extensions seem logical. Weak back, strengthened back, right? Not so fast. When you're already inflamed, forcing your spine into repeated extension can narrow the spaces where your nerves live. For some people, this triggers leg symptoms or makes your existing pain worse. Some smarter options include glute bridge progressions, hip thrusts, which are the real MVP, isometric Superman holds. The key difference is to drive through your heels and feel your glutes doing the work and not your lower back arching into a Vivian. Next, performing high rep kettlebell swings with sloppy form. Why technique trumps everything? Kettlebell swings can be brilliant for building explosive power and posterior chain strength, but these can also be a one-way ticket to Snap City if you're not careful. McGill's lab measured significant compressive and shear forces during swings. They're fantastic for a well-prepared back, but are unforgiving during sensitive periods. Your progression path: start with a hip hinge pattern drills, progress to cable pull-throughs, and earn your kettlebell swings back with perfect technique. Non-negotiables: hips back, neutral neck, let the bell float. So if you're lifting it with your arms, you're doing it wrong. The 4 principles that bulletproof your back. These aren't just some random rules. They're the exact framework I use with every client to build unshakable confidence in the gym. Find your sweet spot, spine position. Not ram right straight, not slumped over. Find that middle position where you can breathe easily and move your hips and shoulders around a stable core. Brace like you're wearing an invisible weight belt. A gentle 360-degree expansion like you're inflating a balloon in your belly. Breathe into your sides and back, not just your chest, and focus on changing one thing at a time. If you want to progress, pick one variable per week: load, range of motion, or speed. Never all three together. Quality first, ego last. Stop chasing the boring and start chasing perfect reps. Your back will reward you with years of pain-free lifting. Your back smart training template. Here's exactly how these principles look in action. The same framework that has helped my clients go from fearful to fearless. A dynamic warm-up, a brisk walk or bike, hip hinge rocks, 10 reps, cat-cow stretches times 8, some T-spine rotations, 5 each side, core activation including 3, 8 slow bird dogs each side, 20 to 30 seconds side planks each side for 3 reps, 8 reps for 3 sets of modified core ups, and then moving into your strength block, we have 4 sets of 5 reps of trap bar deadlifts using a moderate load, supported rows, 8 to 12 reps with a 2 seconds straight to the top for 4 sets, and then your accessory work, cable pull throughs, 3 sets of 12, your Pavlov press, 3 sets of 10 each side, and then finishing off with some farmer's carries using perfect posture, 3 to 4 sets of 20 to 30 meters. Your action plan for this week: don't overhaul everything at once. Pick one swap and master it. So say for instance, Monday, replace bent over rows with chest supported rows. On Wednesday, swap your floor deadlifts for trap bar or rack pulls. Friday, ditch the sit-ups and add in some modified curl ups and side planks. Small changes equals big results, and that's how you build lasting confidence. Stop playing defense with your back. Look, I get it. You've probably tried everything: physio, massages, expensive scans, that foam roller collection gathering dust in your garage. Maybe you've even been told to just accept it or modify your expectations, like my GP told me initially. Bullshit. The difference between my clients who break through and those who stay stuck: they stop playing defense and start building a system. For instance, Sarah, 44-year-old mother too, went from unable to pick up her toddler to deadlifting 80 kilos in 12 weeks with an accountant. 38-year-old who returned to powerlifting after 2 years of chronic pain using the exact principles I've just shared. I've had managers who now go on long hiking trips on weekends instead of spending time on the couch with a heating pad. They're not special. They're not younger than you. They've just had a system that worked. And that's how I built Backfix coaching, to give people more than some random swaps, but a complete path from pain to power. So if you're ready to take your life back, I'm currently working with only 12 people at a time in Backfix coaching. This allows me to give each person the attention they deserve and ensure real results. I've 3 spots open this week after successful program completions. So if you're tired of letting back pain dictate your workouts, your weekends, and your life, then this is your chance. To apply, email me at info@templetownsc.com with ready in the subject line, or send me a DM with strong on Instagram at Templetown Strength Conditioning. Tell me where you're at now and where you want to be. I'll personally reply within 24 hours. Fair warning, This isn't for everyone. If you're looking for a magic pill or expecting results without putting in the effort, then this isn't the program for you. If you're ready to put in the work and follow a proven system, I guarantee you'll be stronger and more confident than you've been in years. And one last thing, if you know someone who's still hammering out sit-ups for their core strength or avoiding deadlifts because they're bad for your back, share this episode with them. The strongest thing you can do isn't lifting more weight. It's refusing to let pain decide what you're capable of. Share this with a friend who needs to hear that advice today. I can't wait to help you discover just how strong you really are. Talk soon. And next week, the 3 mistakes that keep your hip pain coming back is going to be another myth busting episode that you won't want to miss.